Hi, lovelies. It's me, BreAllyse. This may or may not ever make it to social media, but I'm bored in the house and in the house bored. Um, Charter day for my sorority, for my chapter rather, was like an hour and a half. So that's why I'm up. We're trying to stay up. I'm getting old. Shout out to the gorgeous Gamma Alpha chapter. So right now I have this anyway. I have this color effect wax from the Magic collection. I'm sorry. Let's get to it. It says you can put it on damp or dry hair. I just got out the shower and I washed my hair. Actually, matter of fact, let me show you what I washed my hair with. It's the Cantu apple cider vinegar root rinse with tea tree oil. It's great. Save me time for making my own. So let's see what this says. Can be used on wet or dry hair, but best results when hair is damp. Rub desired amounts on palms and fingers and glide through desired area to apply. Repeat until complete and let dry naturally. Now, let's see how it is when you. So it looks like it's a nice little color. Let's just get my hands sturdy. It actually smells good. Oh snap, y'all! I forgot to take my glasses off. Excuse me. Don't mind me. I'm new to this. Not true to this just yet. Just always wanted to do this. Time for a change. I actually sell cars. Tell you about myself. I'm 27. I'm an Aries. March 21st is the first day, So some people say because of that, I have Pisces tendencies, but I can't tell you nothing about a Pisces except Pisces men. I really don't care for them. I done had about a few bad run-ins with them. They're just not great for me. I could have a conversation with them, but they're just not for me relationship-wise. Let's see. I sell cars. I work at a local car dealership, a Hyundai dealership. I love it. I had some ups and downs. Sometimes business is good for me, sometimes it's bad. I was actually talking to a few of my managers one time talking about changing up my look, and I kept saying I really want to dye my hair. Before I had locks, before I had a fro, and before that, when I had relaxed hair, my hair was actually purple before. And I've always wanted to get back to that. However, when I had my fro, I was working as a correctional officer, and if it's not a natural hair color, it's a no-no. So, and I just never really saved money to get like a purple wig or anything for the weekends or my off days or my birthday, anything like that. So, about to have fun with this. I'm nowhere near a beautician. I cannot braid hair. The best I can do is wash my own hair. That's it. No silk press, no flat iron, none of that. I work so I can pay people to do that. So that's the fro life was nice. This lock life is nice as well. So I can't, because I still work. I don't need it too purple. Now when I was a CO one time, I was in training. Fun story time. I was in training one time, and like the classic was coming up, the Florida Blue Classic, what we call it? The Florida Blue Classic? I don't know. We just call it the Classic, I don't know the official name of it. It was coming up, and I was like, I really want some purple in my hair, so I got some plaits done with a little hint of purple. It was like an ombre thing, so it wasn't like, it was only on the ends. I didn't get like those, so you ain't looking that close. I tie my hair up in a bun or something, you really can't see too much if you ain't looking close. So I did that, and I had those in for like maybe a week and a half. By the time my instructor noticed, it was like the day before the game, and she's like, really? I was like, we about to go home now, and I'm going to the class. You want me to do push-ups? What? Write an Instagram for it? It was crazy. But yeah, And the reason she saw it was because I had redid my little bun and the sun was hitting it just right, and so she saw my ends. So I really don't have a, that's crazy. That's about the closest thing I did. Wow, craziest thing I did. Then I had this one girl all loud one time at work. They let you with that purple in your hair? I'm like, girl, please. Stop being so loud. But I took him out after the game was over. Some people was like, it's not that serious, but I just had not had purple in my hair for a while, and that is my favorite color, if you can't tell. My hair is really, really dark, so it's looking the same way it did when I had them plaits. Probably should section my hair and go through one section and not, but the reason why I'm not doing it is because, one, I just thought about that, and two, it can't be purple, like, so I still have to go to work, Just, again, another little hint. Now, this job isn't as strict like that, we're business professional, but you can show some vibrancy and stuff like that, so it wouldn't be too much of an issue. And then this is wax anyway, so I could just wash this out my hair. Really was just supposed to do the roots and stuff. I mean, not the roots, the ends, my tips. But you know me. So, what y'all up to? Probably should have did a live video, but like I said, this may or may not make it to social media. I might load it up on IGTV or something, YouTube. I don't know. I have a blog, Release with BreAllyse.com. BreAllyse is BreAllyse. Check it out. My most recent blog post, I need to catch up on posting my stuff, but was about me going from working as a CEO to now working in car sales, which I love, and I just believed ultimately over the time. I knew when I started as a CEO that I didn't want to be there forever. Wasn't going to be there forever. I just needed a job at the time. Sis was desperate at the time. Like, I had been out without a full-time job for over a year. Even moved somewhere else, tried to get another new start, and still couldn't get anything. Not even like at the local Outback or Longhorn. Longhorn I had applied to like twice, so that was crazy. So there's that. Funny story is I did apply to the prison down there and then the prison up here, and then later on, like Hurricane Irma or something came that year, right before I applied, and I found out after I started working at prison I was working at that the inmates rather had transferred. So basically, like, the prison I applied to in the Daytona area was shut down. So brought my little tail back up there. I said, no wonder they didn't respond to my stuff, because they were shut down and all the people was up here anyway, at my prison that I ended up working at. So left that, and you can read all about it in the blog and stuff. And even with this pandemic and with car sales and me being a newbie, and like I'm just still trying to get my feet wet, and manifesting that I'll do great in sales, as car sales. And sidebar, I sell Mary Kay as well, and I have t-shirts some based off of A Different World. That is my favorite TV show that I sell. So you can see all that in my bio at BreAllyse or at Release with BreAllyse. You'll see all that. So follow me, holla at your girl. And yeah, so what was I saying? Your mind get bumped. I'm getting a little old. So anyway, even with all this going on, I still believe, God has a purpose for me, and God will always see me through. He always has. My thing is, God was with me when I was without a job for that year. I remember in the interview at one of the car dealerships I applied to. I applied to one. The company I work for owns multiple, like a Kia and a Hyundai. The guy at Kia was like, how did you survive? It's like, by the grace of God. Like, I had good supportive family and friends. Shout out to Shay, who let me stay with her in Daytona rent free. I try to put my weight with unemployment checks and stuff like that, but sis looked out. So Matter of fact, it was actually her idea. She was like, we could try it. And I tried and then ended up working at the prison. So, but yeah. So anyway, I don't feel like the children of Israel, when God called them out of Egypt and they went to the wilderness, and they had to go to the wilderness because it tells you in scripture, like, God was like, if I let them go right now, they're not ready for it yet. Like, the trip was only like a few days, maybe like a week or so. Gotta go pull it up. But it wasn't that long, and they really spent like 40 years in the wilderness. Like, it was a whole new generation. Man, they, every time trouble came, they were like, I should have just stayed. We was better off being slaves, and we was better off in Egypt and all that. And I haven't had that moment, and things have been tough. And I think that just, for me, I'm so thankful for my growth in that, because this would have happened a few years ago, I probably been feeling like that. But I have just grown over the years to be like, God has always got me. My faith is so strong now because of 2017, when I was out of a job for a year, and my shirts are selling now. I'm back in Mary Kay. That's the crazy thing. I had started Mary Kay in the beginning of 2017, right after I lost my job, but I wasn't as intentional. I felt like I didn't have a house, I didn't have anywhere to stay, didn't have a car, none of that. So I was just not putting my all into it. Like, this is gonna be tough for me to be selling things, going to the post office, delivering stuff to people, hosting Mary Kay parties and stuff. And then I got back into it this year around the same time. And then even with my shirts, I had invested in the shirts and like invested like my last dollars into the shirts. I think I spent like tax money or something, like my refund or whatever on it, and had a few sales here and there. Just been toting this big box around with all these shirts. And the other day, the other week, I was just so proud. I had Mary Kay sales. I still hadn't reached my goal, but it was just great to have some Mary Kay sales. I woke up and had a t-shirt sale, posted about that, got some more t-shirt sales. Again, still haven't reached my goals, but I'm just so thankful for the seeds that have been sown, and eventually these trees, these flowers, the fruits, all of that will be shown. So yeah, that's my little spill. I think I did enough. What y'all think? Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. It's when that sun hit tomorrow, that's when it's gonna look like, what did Bree do to her hair? And then I'm gonna say, y'all told me I needed to do something different. And you know what's crazy? I cut my hair in September 2017, September 21st, 2017, and things started looking up from there. I locked my hair October 24th of 2019, and so now we're gonna try this purple thing. And like I said, worst come to worst, they said it's supposed to be easy washout, so I'm not mad if it's not either. I love me some purple. I'm so glad they had this wax, so you don't have to go through the dyeing and all that entire process. So all I gotta do is just let this dry, and I should be good to go. Now I'm gonna wash my hands, and since I have your attention, I might as well wash it with my Satin hand set, and I'm gonna show you what that is all about. Satin hands is great, especially during this pandemic, because people are excessively washing their hands. Not that they haven't been washing their hands before, but just even in more access, especially those that work in the healthcare field. I have a friend that works in the healthcare field, and she is so thankful for the Satin hands because she has had to excessively wash her hands, and it's drying her hands out. Now, let me tell you something about this Satin hand set. Mary Kay, if y'all didn't know, was a God-fearing woman, and we pray, Mary Kay teammates and stuff, like we pray and do all that together. So right now I just rinse the wax off my hands so I can get most of the purple off. So it's a 3-piece set. You have your Satin Smoothie Scrub. We have, then step 2 is the protecting softener, and then step 3 is the nourishing shea cream. So she said she is thankful. Going back to my friend that works in healthcare, so thankful because it's like a spa-like treatment. So just put a little dollop or two. I get real crazy with stuff, as you can see. A little scrub, feel the little beads and stuff. Nice. Then after that, I put the protecting softener on. You know what's so crazy, y'all? In the heat of the moment, and I did this earlier today, and I still did not double check behind myself, to be honest, to make sure I did it in the right order. Of course, the scrub comes first, and the reason I said so, I think it goes the order it goes in with the protecting softener next is because it says massage a small amount into clean hands, which means I just did the scrub part. So put this on. Look like petroleum jelly just a little bit. Very soft, softens your hands. So Mary Kay had a real good conversation with God when this product was created, or whoever was the head of the company, or whoever came up with this that was part of the Mary Kay family. Them and God knew what they was doing. That's why you gotta listen to God when he's talking. Cause he be knowing. So that's that. Then next, the shea cream. Says massage into hands and between fingers, apply as often as needed, which is why this is the last step, because this is just, it's shea cream, you know. Put it in your purse and use it as a lotion. Here we go. Let me turn this water off, y'all. Should have turned it off right after I got done with the scrub, because now my hands looking like this. My recruiter, shout out to Micaiah. I be want to call her Micaiah so bad, because you know how when you see people's names on social media and you never hear it pronounced until you like meet them or they do a video, and so in my head I have been calling her Micaiah for like a year. Then I finally joined Team Glambition. Shout out to the rest of my teammates. And then she was like, her husband called her. We was all at her house and she had cooked for us, and her husband called her Micaiah. And I was like, wait, what? That's the second time that has happened to me in the past few months, because before that I was in New Orleans at this writer's retreat hosted by Caroline Roberts, and I had been saying her name as Carolyn, let's see, since like 2012. I've been friends with her on social media, so I have been calling this lady Carolyn for like 7 years, because the retreat was last year. So that's that. Let's see. Now before I did this video, I went to the hair. I had my little hair store hoops on, feeling myself, you know, felt like I was in the 90s. I had a little cute little maxi dread. I had my, I think it's Pedro Martillo. I'll post that in there somewhere. It's on my own. Maybe post it on my stories or something. I don't know. But anyway, you guys, it was nice chatting with you all. I might do this more often. I don't think I'm ready to do stuff live just yet. But I think I can start recording a few videos and just posting them, you know. Especially now that I'm in sales in so many different aspects. And I went to school for journalism, so I don't know why I be acting camera shy. I have to remind myself, like, girl, you have training for this. You studied this. So, and I feel like I have a good personality for the camera sometimes. I say stuff seriously. My friends think I'm joking and stuff. But, you know, we got some time, you know, for y'all to get to know me to get to know y'all lovelies. So, I encourage you to relax, relate, and release with BreAllyse. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know, just hit me up. Have a good night.